know it was inside me. They recognize you. Please don't deny me.
Hello, hello, hello. This is the Lotus Reiki Healer, aka Forever Coco Chenel, and we're back with another installment of a pick a card reading. And so if this is your first time watching a pick a card reading, what you do is you pause the video, you look at each pile, and for me, it's not about me, and you close your eyes and choose the pile that is calling out to you most, or the one that you see in your mind's eye once you're in a calm, energy, like with the intentions of receiving positive messages or messages that are meant for you, and things that you need to hear. So the reading that we are doing today is, in what ways do you need a paradigm shift? So a paradigm is a way of thinking and cognitively seeing the world. So based off of your experiences and based off of your mindset, in what ways is it affecting your life, and in what ways does it need to shift? So we may come into energies of where it is currently and then where it needs to shift. We are working with the color purple today. So this is talking about your third eye, your crown chakra. I'll even throw in throat chakra, being just that it's all in your head. And I say that because we're talking about paradigms. So yeah, I could have been corny with that. So anyway, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4 with the mask. And let's get started with pile 1. All right. Pile 1. What ways do you need a paradigm shift? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Nice. I love that. Okay. Right. So let's take this first. Okay. So the message that I'm getting here is that you need to shine your light. You need to shine bright. Here, the paradigm is that I feel like this is a group that charges and moves forward towards success and emotional satisfaction, things that they are driven by, inspired by, right. And I feel that you work very hard, you're in your power externally, and that you are seeking to fill some type of destination of success, of happiness, of the outcomes of your efforts. And so, right, and I feel like you're intuitively guided to create, to write, to, you may have like just a peaceful energy about you, as well as very fiery. So this could be a fire sign pile, or this, you could have chose this pile if you're a fire sign. Right. So I feel like the paradigm that you have is that success and your destiny is a destination and not a journey. So let's keep going. Right. And I'm feeling like you are in some way being on display in your life, like as your journey is flowing and creating, you know, attention and traction and things like that. I feel that you are getting attention, and that you are, there is, right, give me a second. There is, right, attention that you get, and I feel like it may be difficult for you to receive it, because I feel like there is a hesitancy of where it's all going, right? You know, there may even be a paradigm shift that you're not currently in your power on the outside, or right on the outwardly, you feel like you're not there where you want to be, so you're striving to be someone that you already are. Right, creativity and good juju and speak up being in reverse. I feel like there is a paradigm shift that you are currently who you think you are. You are currently who you are meant to be in this very moment. Therefore, you are on this path of success. You have a great energy about you. I feel like there is a need. We talked about the throat chakra with our purple colors, and right, and it being all in our head. So there is a blockage as it pertains to how you communicate the messages and the creativity or the creative projects that you're working on, because in your mind you are heading towards a destination versus a way of being. And I feel with the good juju card here that there is beauty, and there's beauty and greatness all around you. You are greatness. With the creative creativity card number 12 and all these people around you, you are, for one, your lower selves, like not even like on a darker level, but like on your childhood level, you are who you want to be. You are who you wanted to be when you were a child, and you have a bunch of ancestors and great right, I feel like these people are on a spiritual realm. With the good juju being here on a spiritual realm, you are so protected and guided and really tapped in currently, that every day of your life, I'm feeling like, should be a reason to celebrate. I feel that you can definitely you can definitely trust yourself to speak on topics that need, or that you feel the need to speak on. I feel that you are someone who is very in tune with themselves and with the things in which you feel intuitively called to speak out about, or to address, and to you know, have, you know, a perspective of. I'm gonna leave these out for now because I just don't know what it's trying to say, in all honesty. Right, I feel like you're very beautiful too. So these cards here are how to kind of create that energy within yourself, how to break free from the limitations, if you will, right? Because if you're not living your ideal life, then it's because the paradigm that you are living in needs to shift. So how do we shift those paradigms? So I got some advice: movement, connect with the earth. So I feel like you have a very high connection with the universe and the angels in different realms, soaking a bath. So these are different elements as well. But I'm feeling very strongly that you hold a lot of power. So when doubt tries to creep into your mind, the message I'm getting is to release that energy by creating, by redirecting that extra energy that you have to, you know, push forward, right? Like you're being intuitively guided. So I feel like when your hands are into different things, that you are going to be able to, for one, connect more with yourself, with your higher self, with your intuitive messages, and be able to provide some type of service or content that grows people, that other people can appreciate. Beauty ritual, and right, I'm saying beauty ritual near the good juju. I feel like taking care of yourself and giving yourself the love that you, right, for this moment. Like you are currently successful, you are currently beautiful, you are currently everything that you want to be, and really just taking care of that person you are now, right? Like showing yourself, hey, I'm proud of you, you know, doing right, because again, you've already come so far, that showing yourself, hey, I'm proud of you, doing little tokens of love and affection, this will help you shift better into another lifestyle. I just heard another status. I heard like it feels very good about you shifting outside of any paradigm that you've ever lived in into another paradigm. So grounding yourself so that you feel connected with the earth and the universe will help the process along, because it's a journey and it's not overnight. So whatever it is that you're working on, be proud of those things. Take care of yourself and show yourself appreciation. Soak in a bath. Give your body, your mind time to relax and rejuvenate. Create and use your hands, right? Create with your hands things that you're inspired to create, because I do see that you are going to be just a very successful person. You may have even known when you were younger that you wanted to be successful, right? That you didn't know, or you were good at so many things that you didn't know what you would end up being. You just know you want to be successful. And I feel that you are currently successful in your own right. And in this moment, this is your truth. And so that's how your paradigm And so that's how your paradigm needs to shift. I wish you all the best, pile one. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to check me out on my social media platforms. They will be listed in the description. Check out my website. Do be expecting new items to be uploaded, and keep working your magic. See you later. Hi, pile two. If you chose the shell, how do you need a paradigm shift? Let's find out. This is what I'm getting. So the conversation or the topic is, how do you need a paradigm shift? Where do you need a paradigm shift? So as I mentioned before, paradigm shifts are just ways of thinking and ways of looking at the world, and whether it's true or not, that's how we'll see the world, and that's what we will react to. And so in this reading, we're trying to figure out, in what ways have you been seeing the world, your individual world, and in what ways that needs to shift for you to move to the next level of life, for you to be a lot more calmer, cooler, and collected. So let's go. Right. So I feel like you've made a lot of transformations and a lot of ways of healing your inner being. I feel that you have had to remother yourself and refather yourself, and that you have experienced and shed old ways of being already. So congratulations, pile two. That's amazing, and I'm just so amazingly proud of you. You are an extraordinary pile. I can see here most of these are major arcana. So that's awesome, right? You are, I heard, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch, I am gonna go get that bag, and I am not gonna take your shit. There was a part from that. What did I hear? Right, because I am who I want, because I am who I think I am, and I'm what I want to be. And you are who you think you are. And I think, like the pile before, that it has not rung true. I think that, like, okay, and I don't want to bring up any other piles, but I feel very strong about this is just how you come off. And I feel that the paradigm shift is you may not walk in this energy in your mind, but you are absolutely displaying this energy. You are the oracle, I just heard. You are a powerful being, right? Like mind, body, and soul. Like I feel that the paradigm shift is that I feel like you feel that things are going to look successful. There's a visualization in your mind that you have of a place and a destination of where and when this success is actually success. And it feels very strong here that on a soul level, you are successful. You are winning is what I heard. You are winning. Very much so. Like the world is at your feet, like, or you are your highest self. The highest version of yourself has met, has come into balance, has been in the same room, is in the same room on a regular basis. Wow, if you chose pile 2, please leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Definitely like this video, just anybody, but pile 2, I want to know who you are. Add me to your social media networks and things. Wow, what are you working on? I know you're just a person on the way towards success. Like your success is here. I feel very driven, like, but I want to know what you do. That's what I want to know. I'm curious. I need to know what you do. So let's get these other cards out for more clarification. Ether cords. Right. Okay. Secrets revealed. Right. There's a very divine connection here. Yeah, there's a lot of cosmic powers. I want to tell you, with love and respect, with this mermaid here, you're on a whole nother level of being. I said that already, though. You're on a whole nother level of being. And I think that on a spiritual level, give me a second. Secrets revealed. I feel like your journey is unfolding for sure. I think that it is all coming together as it should. And so that may be in your head, your mind, that you're thinking that there is a specific type of look that your house will have, a specific car you will be driving, a specific trip you will be taking, a specific amount of money in your bank account that deems you successful. But you already are successful. I'm going to turn this in the upright because that's what we're doing. We're changing the paradigm. The paradigm needs to shift, and that's probably why I don't really gather what's going on here. So, Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed, cosmic. Right, so I feel like and have a better grip on, or grasp on what's happening. So you are meant to reveal secrets. You are meant to share and display your cosmic power, your connection to the ethers. I think that it's very important to ground yourself, as discussed in a previous pile. If you chose that pile, then shout out to you too. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you are because I want to connect with you. But there's a need to ground yourself, I'm seeing with these, and that's probably why it was in the reverse. So I feel like when you ground yourself, right, because these cards here show that the upper chakras are in alignment. These are in alignment. And so the pile that I was referring to, which I'm not going to name drop because I want that to be your own decision or calling to do. But the upper chakras, we were talking about the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, and the throat chakra, because it's all in your head paradigm, right? All of those things are connected. So we were talking about those things, and I feel very strongly with these cards here, and the fact that they were in the reverse is, and even this card was in the reverse, and the sword talks about thoughts, air, right? It's an air sign type of symbol, and it talks about thoughts. So with these being in the reverse, I feel like there's a need and a calling to ground yourself, because this will allow you to embody what it will take to make that next move, to feel comfortable and get the intuition and be balanced, to be able to connect to source, to plug in with the course, to plug into the messages and the delivery and how and what it is that you're supposed to do that is going to help others, right? Free others is what I heard. That's amazing. Another point that I got is that there is a poverty mindset that had taken place in your life as a child. So maybe the people around you didn't have enough to offer, or, maybe you just never felt like you had enough, or you didn't learn, proper financial, habits. However, I'm seeing that toil and labor, as well as the mature woman card, is in reverse. And that symbolizes to me that there is a grounding in a newer mindset energy that you need to have, because you have evolved in so many different ways that you no longer have to have the mindset that you had in the past. He talks about it, but again, once you get to this point, the money that you make, the lifestyle that you have is going to be very, very effortless. I'm feeling like very, very seamless is the word I want to use. Madison, but I'm calling her Maddie. And people think you're very attractive. Just know that. Right? They think you're fairy-like out of this world, right? Like the mermaid. We've had a few mystical creatures here. People feel like you're very out of this world. And that's how you carry yourself. And so the paradigm shift needs to happen, that you embody this. And so you, some things to help incorporate this new truth for you, or this new way of thinking, is to, this says exercise or build strength, but it also has the third eye here. So I just feel that continue to learn upon and add upon the knowledge that you have about spirituality, about awakenings and ascensions and things of that nature. I feel like you should never stop growing. Never think that you know everything, right? Research, read, connect, you know what I mean? This is something you can do to help open up those chakras. Find out what that base chakra is, that mantra is, and then it will help you to vibrate on a different level. It will help you to awaken those energies and etc. Clear your energy field on a regular basis, because you're a fairy. And if you ever watched Halloween Town, is what I'm wanting to bring up. And maybe that's somebody's favorite movie here. I feel like if people knew who you really are, and they see it, because you're the one who doesn't see it. I feel like the people who see you for who you are can sometimes send evil eye your way. So even with this being black, to strengthen yourself and to protect yourself and clear your energies and take action towards cleansing your energies and being accountable for the energies that you have around you. And that also means taking preventative measures. So, wow, Pal 2. Pile 2, that is an amazing read. I do hope it resonates. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely let me know that you are Pile 2 because I want to talk to you. I want to have conversations. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Evil Eye keychain, then this is your reading. How does your Pile 3 need a paradigm change, a paradigm shift? There is a paradigm shift required as it pertains to, I feel like family has a lot to do with this pile. Maybe there's some family beliefs, some family habits, and some family ways of thinking that this pile has. And I feel very strongly that this pile have seen the hardships of their family for thinking this specific way, and that this pile wants to experience harmony amongst their relationships and harmony within themselves. I feel like this pile has worked towards creating healthy boundaries, that they are able to say no, right? I feel that there may have been connections that required a lot of work in the past, and that made you change the way that you see relationships and other people. And I feel that I feel that you are someone with a higher perspective on things. And with that being said, I feel that there's a lot of times where you've put your energy towards things that you haven't seen the fruit of yet. However, the ancestors, your spirit guides, are saying with this pile that just because you haven't seen it yet doesn't mean that it isn't in the background, or they are not in the background making things happen, or that the changes and the improvements that you've set out to make isn't bearing fruit. So I'm seeing that very clear here. And so let's see what other messages we can gather for you, right? So I feel that sometimes when you think that things are not working out, that you revert to old ways of being, old mindsets that you've already grown out of. And right. And I feel like the resistance of it puts you in a mindset or an energetic situation where you feel that things aren't working out. And I'm seeing very much so here that like I said, there has to be a change here. This says radical rebirth, right? So I feel like you're breaking what people call generational curses by reacting differently, behaving differently, learning different things so that you can apply it in a way that you are hoping to see a return on the investment, is the word that I heard. I feel that you've experienced storms and that you have done the work to like, even if it is just mentally, I feel like you are interested in overcoming the storms, right? Soul forgiveness. Yeah. Right. I feel like with the soul forgiveness card and the throat chakra card behind it, I feel that there may be reasons in your lineage, or there may be ways in which your family has made you feel shameful for the changes that you are wanting to make, or that you have made this far. And I feel that there is a need to release the way of thinking and release thinking with them, that there may have been some labels that have been put on you by people who don't understand you, and maybe those are the people who should take the more time to understand you. Like, they're responsible, they're close enough to you that they shouldn't think of you this way. And for you, a part of you has gone with, like, you've allowed your mind in some ways and at times to create some type of resistance to the upcoming changes in the ways of the new ways of being, because a part of you may agree with them. And not to say that you honestly do, but you know, if the person loudest in the argument, right? If someone's arguing, if there's two people are arguing, the loudest person is being heard, if you will. Nobody's being heard, but the loudest person almost has more credibility because they're the loudest person, or they assume more credibility. So a part of me feels like this has been going on for a long time. A part of me also feels like it's a group of people. It's more than one person, right? I feel like we're seeing groups of people in a lot of the cards here, right? Alliances and partnerships. So in your partnerships, and this could be family, friends, or foe, they may have this ungrounded opinion of you, but it's just a reaction to how they're accepting the new you, or to the person with boundaries that you are. And so the paradigm shift has to happen where you no longer agree with these people, that you no longer see truth in what they're saying, and that you experience this radical rebirth of power in which what it is that they're seeing. They're seeing this harvest. They know that you're going to be abundant. They feel left behind, is what I'm hearing, right? You're in your power, and you no longer accept what you cannot change. If certain things are around you that are intolerable, you're no longer taking it with a grain of salt and just accepting it because it is this person, you know, or because everybody else respects this person, I have to treat this person this specific type of way. You know, you are putting respect on your own name and demanding that those that enter into your space have that same energy. Oya is a very powerful goddess. I don't know every goddess in the book or in this deck, but I have done research on Oya, and she has this energy of justice and kind of making a change, a radical change into her surroundings, into her environment. She's not one of them, so to speak. So with the evil eye charm that you did pick, or keychain that you did pick, I feel that you have this protection around you. I'm seeing that here, like these orbs, this aura around people. I see Oya is an energy that you embody. And so that the paradigm shift needs to be that while there are going to be naysayers, there are going to be heartbreakers and things of that nature in your surroundings, that these people, their voice cannot be louder than yours. Their opinions of you cannot be more important than how you see yourself. With this, the Kipper clarifiers, like I said, this could definitely be family. This can definitely be people that you grew up with, people who were the closest to your upbringing. And so these are opinions or viewpoints of people who may have seen you in certain situations and heard you share certain perspectives of who you were at some point earlier on. However, they don't know who you are now, or they're not adjusting well to the boundaries that you have put in place. And these are the things that they have to deal with. These are enclosures and entrapments, imprisonments that they need to deal with, and maybe even free themselves, right? But I feel that you can experience healthy relationships, harmonious relationships. I feel that there is harvest available for you, and that stepping out and experiencing change within your own narrative of yourself and of your life is going to help bring all of those things through, at least on the level where you can see them. Because I feel that a lot of people already see these things for you, and they're upset because you are realizing who you really are. And with that being said, you may be getting the evil eye from these people towards you, and sometimes having a good days, bad days, where you slip into a part of you. This is what I want to say, where a part of you believes what the narrative is. Someone said to me, or I've heard, it's that, okay, I'll say it and then we'll kind of work through it. So it's that a part of you acknowledges the haters because a part of you has an inner hater. Or sometimes when people acknowledge the critics more than they acknowledge the love that they're getting, it's because a part of them has an inner critic who's agreeing with them, who is in oneness with them. And when we show more attention to those types of people, it's really us kind of trying to attack that part of us that has that mindset too, or that ideology of us too. So now we have to unplug from that. We have to no longer subscribe to the messages that say we aren't who we are, because we know who we are, and those people know who we are, and they're upset because we are learning who we are. We are who we are, and they feel left behind. So that's the narrative. And now, so we're gonna leave the hate or the comments alone, and we're going to step into who we are, because that's how we're going to continue to grow. We don't want to be bogged down in imprisonment and unstable with people who are, you know, clearly unstable within themselves. So this is how we're going to get through it, right? So this deck is the self-care oracle, and so let's find out how to incorporate these new ways of being into our lives. Sing, sound bowl, sweet treat. So I feel that life is sweet. You have to start experiencing a sweet life, because you live a sweet life. You are sweetheart life. We saw harvest in the background, radical rebirth. Wherever you started from is not where you currently are, and it's not where you're going. So take a bite out of that knowledge. Take a bite out of where you are now, because you have so far to go, but all of those things are going to be positive too. So you have a sweet life is what I'm feeling. Sometimes you may need a sweet treat or do something sweet for yourself in order to embody that and bring it into the physical, for sure. Sound healing, right? Reconstruct, reprogram, restructure the ways of your thinking, right? Release that inner critic. Allow the sounds, right? Meditations or actual sound bowls, which you can find on the website, on the Lotus Reiki Healer. And if it's not available by time this video uploads, it will soon be available. So keep your eyes out for that. And singing. And this is to, when I think about singing, and with the throat chakra card being in the background here, it feels like there is an awakening of your throat chakra. There's an awakening of who you are. There's a lot of blue here now that I'm seeing. There's a lot of blue throat chakra energy here. And we did talk about the throat chakra when we talked about the purple theme of the reading, as well as we spoke about the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, and I knew intuitively to add that throat chakra, because again, it's all in your head, right? We're addressing what's all in your head, which are these chakras. And so singing and opening up that throat chakra, and that will start to help you, for one, get those messages across that are intuitively, you are intuitively inspired to do, as well as to continue to speak your truth, continue to live in your truth, and warding off this evil eye. I feel that people can either join you or they will either join you or they won't, but I don't feel like that's the main theme of your story, of your journey, right? Your paradigm. So keep being who you are, shine bright like a diamond is what I heard. Yeah, so I hope this message resonated with you, pile 3. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if this resonated. And yeah, just keep it sweet, be sweet, stay sweet, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out my social media platforms. I have Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. It's all gonna be listed in the description. And check out my website, www.thelotusreikihealer.com, for any of your spiritual tools and needs. Contact me at my email for a personal reading, and I'll see you on the next one. Last but definitely not least, Pile 4. If you chose this pile, then this is your reading. Very beautiful. I got that in New Orleans. Love it, love it, love it. Love to see it. I'm supposed to be going to New Orleans soon. So if you live there and you want to catch up, then let me know and we'll link. All right, all right. Perhaps I'll bring some cards so I can do readings because I'm trying to get to their bed. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? All right, well, how do you need a paradigm shift? Pile 4. Let's talk about it. Third eye, emotional withdrawal. Okay, I feel that you always have to wear a mask around others because if people saw who the real you is, they would somehow break your heart, somehow cross a boundary, and somehow betray you. And so you wear masks, and I feel like in most cases with the third eye here is that you minimize yourself in a way. This is how I feel. This is what I'm getting. Right, to avoid conflict, to avoid disruption and, you know, heartache, and you build a wall and things of that nature. So this is very clearly the message that I'm getting here. So let's talk about, let's get some clarifiers. Alchemy, desire, truth, and seasons. Oh. Okay. Alchemy, desire, and seasons. So, I feel like you're a very magical person, and this is the truth. I feel like you are a very beautiful person, a very mysterious person for this reason, because I feel like you don't show who you truly are. And I feel like for that reason, you may hear that you are mysterious. You may kind of feel that people react to you a certain way because they don't know what you want from them, or they are intrigued, or different things like that. I feel that the seasons card, right, I feel like you're a very mature individual who has great history behind yourself, a wonderful, like, people feel the depth behind you, right? Behind your voice, behind your eyes, behind your face, behind your mask. They feel that you are a very deep person who's gone through quite a bit, but also is just a very seasoned person. They know you're not dumb, right? They know you're magical. You are a very magical individual, right? Very grounded, and I feel materially fruitful, materially abundant. However, I don't think that you allow people to really get to know you. You know, you display who you want to be on the surface when you're in public, but people don't get to the opportunity to get to know you. And I feel like it affects your relationships, whether it is, you know, friendships, business, or otherwise, for sure. So, right. And this kind of gives me that same vibe. So here's some more clarifications. Right. And I feel very strongly that it has a lot to do with previous heartbreak. Right? I feel that relationships has been a great eye-opener for you, or there's been a lot of messages and hidden gems is what I'm hearing as it pertains to the development of who you are, how far you've come. And right, we talked about the things that you've experienced over the seasons. Relationships has been a really important part of as a teacher to you. And so I feel like you are and have done the work to get to where you are, right? There's a lot of fruitfulness around you. And I feel like that's on an independent level with the occupation and the mature man here, in the reverse, even the courtship. On your own, you have been an amazing manifester, an amazing, an amazing manifester, amazing, solid person. And I feel that the paradigm shift, where does the paradigm shift need to take place here? I feel that you can be who you truly are amongst people without considering what they will get out of it. Because I feel that I feel that you're very protected and very spiritually guided. And so to be honest, I feel like people will start to show you who they are anyway, right? Right, with the third eye chakra here. People will show you who they are anyway. Therefore, and you will always get that intuitive nudge, that intuitive discernment. However, I don't think that you have to hide who you truly are, right? What you truly like, what things make you you. I don't feel like, and I feel very strongly, I don't know why my voice just did that. I feel very strongly that this blocks off you from experiencing pleasures in the world. Right, and to really getting to know other people, because I feel very strongly, right, I feel like you'll discern the truth for sure. And you've grown to that point, but I feel very strongly that it is possible that you may feel that other people are non-committal with the courtship in the reverse. And like, you know, I feel like people are reflecting to you who you are in this way. And correct me if I'm wrong, write it in the comments. I feel that you may experience people who are flighty and or guarded and or emotionally unavailable because of this guardedness that you have. And typically we attract who we are. So these people are mirroring these things back to you. We have the marriage card here. To be very clear or blunt or whatever, I feel that if you want to experience close connections, longevity connections, you have to be maybe even just connected to yourself for long term, you know, not wondering who has it out for you or what's gonna happen if someone does come up against you. Because as I mentioned, you've already gone through certain things, so you can trust that that you're resilient. You can believe in your resilience. And so being you on the surface allows you to cut through the chase. No, like I said, just over an amount of time, when you start to attract people who mirror back to you what you're giving, you're maybe gonna start seeing more reliable options, more realistic you know, expectations that are mutual, because then you are going to receive what you're giving out. And so what you're receiving right now, maybe some people feeling to you that you are betrayed, that they put on a mask in front of you or towards you, and that they weren't who they said they were. But in a way, it's because you're not being who you say you are, because you're seeing people as if they're going to come against you in some type of way. And so you're not being able to present yourself fully who you are. And so these are so I did pull some self-care oracle messages so we can learn how to incorporate these changes. We have sync with the moon, connect with your ancestors, and journal. So I feel very strongly that there's a voice here, like there's a very strong inner voice here that directs you to doing things, to right. There's a narrative. We're talking about paradigms, but there is there's an energy, there is a spirit, if you will, but there's a spirit of a being who may have started all of this. We're seeing the tree here. There may be a root cause of this amongst your genealogy, your lineage. And so I'm feeling very strongly that it is important for you to journal, one, about it, to get it all out, right? To maybe be able to see it on plain paper and put it into words, what it is that you're intuitively picking up, the truths about the seasons that you're in, right? And then to connect with your ancestors to find out where's the root cause of this and how, you know, and get their support on how to undo it, right? As well as you are spiritually guided. So again, these people are going to come through, these energies, these spirits are energetically going to send you messages to help you process what is holding you back from being in a successful connection or to having genuine long-term connections around you, because love is the very highest vibration that you can have. And so your lineage, the people who maybe passed on without that or experienced the hardships of it in their own path, their own journey, they're obviously going to be watching from a higher perspective, sending you messages, and possibly, you know, that'll come out when you're writing. Sync with the moon. So the moon talks about times of release, right? With the waning moon and the waxing moons, there are times of manifesting the love is what I'm getting, but also to releasing past hurts, past loves, past memories, and past ways of being or reacting to those things. So I feel with the alchemy card and the moon, syncing with the moon here, I feel that there is going to be some need to release with earth, fire, water, air, and different elements, and to really just doing rituals and to documenting how you feel on a soul level, in order to undo and to change the paradigm. But you are going to, I feel very strongly that you have the power to, and that it is meant for you to do this, and that your spirit guides and ancestors have you protected, and they have a close connection with you and will help you along the way. If this resonated with you, pile 4, I would appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. And check me out. Email me at contact the Lotus Reiki Healer at gmail.com for a reading, a personal reading, if there's anything I can help you with. I want to see you on the next video, so tune in and I'll be there too. Thanks again, and have a wonderful rest of the day, night, evening.